on, boys, let's go. Come on the hop, let's go, a little hustle. Get it picked up, get over here. Make sure that we get it all picked up. Oh, need two parts. Sometime today.
Oh, it's next to the wall. It's the Easton bag on the ground, right there. Yeah.
Yes, Snook. Beating off. Playing center field. Betty Gaylor. Batting 2, playing catcher. Jan Stella. Batting 3, playing first. Drew Warren. Batting 4, playing shortstop. Gabe Carter. Batting 5, playing second base. Landon Gray Eyes. Batting 6, playing third. Justin Dow. Batting 7, playing left field. Nat Decora. Batting 8, pitching. Max Coyer. Batting 9, playing right field. Cooper Yon. Ty, you go with Cooper to right. Jason, you go with left. Tyrone, you go to third with Justin. Okay? Fellas, are we ready to go? Hold on, we're waiting on Landon. All right, we ready? Hey, bust out, let's go. Pick your spot. Where's the bullpen over here?
It's behind the batting cage, I think. run. Good courtesy run. Nine pitches, all strikes, 3 strikeouts. Riley threw an immaculate inning. Riley Robbie. Chief. Yeah, today, just now. Yep. Against Pacelli. What was that? 9 pitches, 3 strikeouts.
Conference baseball game between the Lakeland Thunderbirds and your Medford Raiders. All right, let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the visitors, the Lakeland Thunderbirds. The center fielder, number 2, Benny Gaylor.
Welcome to Medford as we get set for the GNC opener for both teams, I believe. For sure for the Raiders, as the Medford Raiders take on the Lakeland Thunderbirds. I'm Steve Ockenick, Sports on Focus, here to take you through this one. Quick trip through the starting lineups. Benny Gaylor will lead things off. He's in center field. Jack Stella, the catcher, he bats second. Drew Warren at first base bats third. Gabe Karch, the shortstop, bats fourth. Landon Gray Ives at second base bats fifth. Justin Dowd, the third baseman, bats sixth. Nat Decora, the left fielder, bats seventh. Max Coyer doing the pitching. He bats eighth. Cooper Yan in right field is hitting in the number 9 spot. For the Medford Raiders, Will Wojcik will lead things off. He is at short. Ryder Krishneski at second. He will bat second. Hayden Strebig playing center field today. He bats third. Reston Krishneski, the pitcher, bats fourth. A.J. Gooden at first base bats fifth. Nick Krause in right field bats sixth. Ace Arndt, the left fielder, bats seventh. Broden Schilling at third base bats eighth. And Andrew Mann, the catcher, bats in the number 9 spot. They're going to finish up the intros here. We'll have the national anthem, and then we'll be ready for baseball. Got 3 games for you tomorrow from Stoddard, starting with the the Rib Lake Redmen taking on the DeSoto Pirates. That is 6 versus 2 in Division 4 preseason polls, but we're going to turn it over for the national anthem. We'll be back with the call of this one in just a moment. National anthem starting lineups in the books. We are ready for baseball here in Medford. The Lakeland Thunderbirds and the Medford Raiders facing off. It's been a Medford coming off a win last night. They won 15, 5, and 6 innings at Abbey Colby. Quick peek in on the Thunderbirds. I always forget we actually have a decent source now for baseball scores. So we can actually look this up even if they can't find their game changer. Lakeland actually did open the season at Merrill. They lost 8-3. So they actually did open Great Northern Conference play already. Give you an update from the softball game. That is 2-0 in the top of the third. In the bottom of the second, Riley Harabi, an immaculate inning. 9 pitches, 3 strikeouts. One of the rarest feats in all of baseball or softball. So congratulations to her. But we'll see if Reston Krishneski can do that. He is pitching. Andrew Mann is behind the plate doing the catching. So against this Lakeland lineup, for Coach Kurt Alexander, taking over the program after 1 year of Chandler Schmidt, who's now working with the Eau Claire North program. The final warm-up toss, the throw down, and we are ready to go. As Benny Gaylor will dig in. So Gaylor will dig in from the right side. Wind in the first pitch. Catches the top of the zone for a strike, 0-1. On a sunny and warm day here in Medford, a lot warmer than it was the last few days. Pitch. Catches the low outside corner for a strike, 0-2. Grass starting to green up. Should be good by the time we get back here to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First out of the inning. One down, and that'll bring Jack Stella to the plate. The wind, the pitch. Catches the bottom of the zone for a strike, 0-1. The wind, the pitch. Catches the zone for a strike, 0-2. Krishneski into his wind, the pitch. That one's going to be hit on a line. This one might be trouble. That's going to get down in the gap. He will be held to a single. Nick Krause gets over to it quickly. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Drew Warren. Warren will dig in from the right side. Krishneski from the stretch for the first time today. The pitch. Misses the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Krishneski will come set the pitch. Low and in the dirt, dug out. 2-0. Krishneski looks back at first. Couple looks back. Now he'll come set. Pickoff play at first. Not in time. Gooden holding Jack Stella on. Set. Another pickoff play. Not in time. Sets. Stella goes. Pitch is low. The throw down is not in time. Stella steals second. Pitch was low for a ball. So 3-0. Sets. The pitch. High for a ball, and that's a walk. So 2 on with 1 out. And that will bring Gabe Karch to the plate. Karch digs in. Sets. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Got the high fastball by him. 0-0 ball game here early, top 1. Sets. The pitch. Low for a ball. 1-1. The pitch. Low. 2-1. The pitch. In the zone for a strike. 2-2. Sets. The pitch. Fouled back. Stays 2-2. Most of the pitching staff should be available tonight. Kept them under pitch counts. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, second out of the inning. Nice change up there. 2 down. And that will bring Landon Gray-Ives to the plate. The pitch. High and tight. Backs Gray-Ives out, 1-0. The pitch. In the zone for a strike. 1-1. Krishneski. Low popping away. Both runners will advance. Two and one the count. The wind. The pitch. In the zone for a strike. 2-2. Krishneski. Into his wind. The pitch. On the outside corner, strike 3 looking. That will end the inning. Couple base runners get on, but they're left stranded. We head to the bottom of the first. It will be Wojciech Krishneski, Strebig due up for the Raiders when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
At Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the first. We will see the Raider lineup for the first time here at Raider Field. See Raider baseball twice next week. On Monday, we will be in Merrill at Historic Athletic Park. The Merrill Blue Jays hosting the Medford Raiders. And then they are here on Thursday taking on the Tomahawk Hatchets. We will also have Merrill here on Tuesday for softball. And then Shawano is here on Friday for softball. Medford has a game as well, but we'll be doing softball on Friday. Medford baseball hosting Marshfield on Friday. Will Wojcik to lead things off. The left-handed speedster off the inside. 1-0. The wind and the pitch. In the zone for a strike, 1-1. The wind by Coyer in the pitch. Big cut, just got a piece of it. 1-2. Into his wind and the pitch. Off the inside. 2-2. Coyer shakes off the first one, gets a sign he likes. The kick, the pitch. Off the inside, full count. Coyer likes to throw that pitch down and in on a lefty like Will Wojcik. Fans still working their way in. Grill was smelling good. That one's going to be fouled back. Wojcik stays alive. Grill was smelling good earlier. Still time for you to get out here if you're close enough. Beautiful day for baseball. I mean, it's when you get in the sun, it's almost shorts weather. Well, at least for me. The kick, the pitch. Just misses that outside corner, and Will Wojcik draws a leadoff walk. And that'll bring Ryder Krishneski, and make sure I had the right Krishneski. Softball. Bottom four, Raiders leading 5-0. Pickoff play at first. Back in safely is Will Wojcik. The pitch, Wojcik going. Pitch is off the outside. The throw is not in time, pops away anyway. So Wojcik steals second. It was a strike. 0-1. The pitch. Tipped into the glove. 0-2. No, it was not. The first pitch was a ball. I knew I was right. 1-1. 2-1. Coyer comes set. The kick, the pitch. On that outside corner for a strike, 2-2. Sets. The pitch. High. Full count. Coyer. The pitch. On the outside corner, strike three looking. First out of the inning. One down, and that will bring Hayden Strebig to the plate. The lefty. Another left-handed bat early in this lineup for the Raiders. Coyer the pitch. Fouled back, strike one. Time called as Jack Stella is going to go out and have a quick chat with his pitcher. Maybe changing the signs up with the runner at second. Coyer will come set. The pitch. High. 1-1. The kick, the pitch. Late swing, strike 2. Now they're going to send Gabe Karch over to hold Wojcik at second. The pitch. High. 2-2. They give Strebig a ton of room down that left field line. The pitch. That one's going to be chopped on the ground. Pick at short. Throw to first is wide, and it gets away. Wojcik's going to come to the plate, and he will score. Strebig's going to turn at second. He will stay put there. That is a run-scoring two-base error. Raiders on the board first. And the pitcher, Reston Krishneski, will come to the plate. The kick, the pitch. Bunt shown up the first baseline, foul. Strike 1. Resetting the defense. Sets. The pitch. Big cut and a miss. 0-2. Sets. The pitch. That one's hit on a line. Left field. The catch cannot be made. Strebig is going to turn. He is going to head for home. The throw came in odd. Strebig will score on the error. So runner at first. 1 out. And they're going to leave Krishneski on the base paths as A.J. Gooden comes to the plate. Pickoff play at first. Krishneski back in. The pitch. Catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. Claire's been good at that first pitch strike. He's gotten ahead in a lot of counts, but he's fallen behind after that. The pitch. High. 1-1. Sets. Pickoff play at first. Nothing doing. Krishneski back in safely. Sets. Runner goes, the pitch. Low and off the inside, no chance. Krishneski got a huge jump. Two won the count. That one's going to be chopped on the ground. It's a fair ball, pops up. They're going to send Krishneski. He is going to score. That is going to be a single. Drew Warren never touched it. It hit something in the dirt and popped up on him. So Gooden at first. First hit for the Raiders. And that will bring Nick Krause to the plate. It has been some bad luck for Lakeland. Couple errors, and then obviously that bouncing ball there coming up the line, the pitch. Misses the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Runner goes. The throw is late. Gooden steals second.
Landon, try to get to the front of the bag, get it early, and get that tag out.
1-1. The count. The pitch. Catches the inside corner for a strike. 1-2. 6-0 now Raider softball. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The ball was dropped. Throw down is in time. So 2 down. For another lefty, this is Ace Arndt. The kick, the pitch. In the zone for a strike, 0-1. Sets. The kick, the pitch. Off the inside for a ball. Popping away from Jack Stella. Not far enough for Gooden Gooden to go anywhere. The pitch. That one's going to be chopped on the ground. Foul just out of the reach of B.J. Weigel.
Stay, Coop, go back. I got it.
Arndt will dig back in. The pitch. Chopped foul. Stays 1-2. If you could pop that one over Dustin Dowd at third, the pitch. Low for a ball, 2-2. Run for a while. Nat Decora pretty quick out there in left, but gives these lefties a lot of room down that line. The pitch. Misses for a ball. Full count. Sets. The pitch. That one's hit hard, but foul. Right at Coach Weigel. I don't think Coach Weigel was fielding that one. He was in survival mode. That'll get Coach Alexander going. The kick, the pitch. Check swing on a ball high. 2 on with 2 outs for the number 8 hitter, Broden Schilling. Bigger concern, 37 pitches already for Max Coyer, the pitch. Goes around. Strike 1. Coyer, the kick, the pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Back of second, long run, trying to settle under it. The catch is made. Little bit of an adventure out there, but Landon Gray Ives settles under it, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. But the Medford Raiders push 3 runs across on a hit, 2 errors. They leave 2. We head to the top of the second. Dowd, Decora, Coyer due up for the Lakeland Thunderbirds when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Did you know that your vehicle has 2 different air filters? An engine air filter and a cabin air filter. When should you change them? This one 30 to 40,000 miles? This one half. Have you changed your air filter lately? Breathe easy, Wheeler's has got you covered.
Top 2. Lakeland will send Dowd, Decora, Coyer to the plate here in the top of the second. Justin Dowd lead things off. Krishneski into his wind, the first pitch. In the dirt, ball 1. Said 3 tomorrow. 3 baseball games tomorrow. We'll be back with Raider baseball on Monday in Merrill, weather permitting. Long look in. The wind in the pitch. Just missing that inside corner. 2-0. And then softball against Merrill here on Tuesday. Chop foul. 2-1. Before we have baseball Thursday back here. Tomahawk Hatchets come to town, and then both baseball and softball are here in town on Friday. But we will be doing softball. The Shawano Hawks coming to town. The pitch in the zone for a strike, 2-2. That Shawano Medford game, a rematch of a regional semifinal from 2 years ago. The kick, the pitch. Low and off the outside for a ball. The count is full. The wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, first out of the inning. And that'll bring Nat Decora to the plate. The wind, the pitch. In the zone for a strike, 0-1. Krishneski, the kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 0-2. The pitch. Just got a piece of it. Stays 0-2. Don't know if he ever actually got the bat on it, but umpire said he did. He had a better view than I did. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second out of the inning. 2 down, and that'll bring Max Coyer, the pitcher, to the plate. Number 8 hitter in this lineup for Coach Etten. The kick, the pitch. Spiked that one in the dirt, 1-0. The wind, the pitch. That one's going to be hit hard on the ground. Snagged by Krishneski at second. Throw to first in time. And that will end the inning. That ball, I think, caught Ryder more than Ryder caught the ball. But we go to the top of the second, or bottom of the second. Raiders will send Mann, Wojcik, Krishneski, 9-1-2 to the plate when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
I absolutely feel that Tiger Lily is getting a great education with RVA. She is challenged and she's not bored. She enjoys her classwork.
I love the teachers. The teachers are the best part. My teachers are very friendly and they're easy to reach out to when I need help with an assignment. The teachers are always there when you need help.
What I love about RVA is the flexibility first, but second is that Tiger Lily is so happy with this school, with her teachers, and with what she's learning. It's awesome.
Winter Insurance of Northern Wisconsin is your qualified, experienced team for custom insurance packages for your vehicle, your home, and your family. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your family is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Bottom of the second, Andrew Mann, the catcher, to lead things off. 9-1-2 up for the Raiders here as they lead 3-0. The wind by Coyer in the pitch. Misses off the outside, ball one. Coyer into his wind, the pitch. High for a ball, 2-0. The kick, the pitch. Misses the outside corner, 3-0. Just mentioned it about shorts, but now that wind picking up a little bit, and that's making me rethink my decision. Think my thought that I should have worn them. Once that wind picks up, it gets a little bit cold. The pitch. Catches the zone, 3-1. Wind blowing from behind us straight out to left field. Coyer. Into his wind. And the pitch. Ball four. Lead off walk. Man will reach and we'll get a courtesy for the catcher. Courtesy runner, that will be 32, Carson Ingersoll. So Carson Ingersoll will run here for Man. And Will Wojcik will come to the plate. Walked his first time up. He's 0 for 0 in this one. Pickoff play at first, Ingersoll back. On a sunny day here in Medford. Not a cloud in the sky. The pitch. Bunt popped up, foul territory. That's going to almost end up in the dugout. 0-1. Setting the bunt defense. See if they keep Dowd just a little bit in from the bag at third. Sets the pitch. In cross for a strike. A little bit of a double clutch. Ingersoll will have it easy. Stella didn't quite get it cleanly out of the glove. 0-2 on Will Wojcik. The pitch. Off the outside. 1-2. The pitch. Check swing on a breaking ball low. 2-2. The pitch. Chopped on the ground. That is going to find its way through. They will send Ingersoll. The throw will be cut off. Ingersoll will make it, but Ingersoll will score. RBI single by Will Wojcik. And that will bring Krishneski to the plate. Will Wojcik back in safely on the pickoff, or I could even move the camera. Ryder struck out looking his first time up. Wojcik goes. Pitch is high. The throw wide goes into center field, but well backed up. Wojcik will be safe at second. Pitch was a ball. 1-0. The pitch. Inside. Pushes Krishneski out. 2-0. The pitch. Popped up. Foul territory. Catch is made right in front of us. Now they're going to try and get third, and does. Wojcik takes third on the pop out. So it's a productive out. Runner at third for Hayden Strebig. Reached on an error his first time up. The pitch. Catches the zone for a strike. Coyer hits the deck. Lost his footing. That's pretty good if you can throw a strike as you're going to the ground. He's laughing about it. The pitch. Got a piece of it foul, 0-2. Strebig digs back in. The pitch. Low and off the inside. 1-2. See someone warming up for... That's Tyrone Moore getting warmed up in the bullpen for the Thunderbirds. The pitch. Off the inside, well stopped and into the dirt. Well stopped back there by Jack Stella. 2-2. The pitch. High and off the outside, full count. Coyer. Will come set. The pitch. That's going to be sliced foul down the line and out of play. Stays 2-2. Stays 3-2, excuse me. Coyer. The pitch. Paints the knee, strike three looking. Second out of the inning. 2 down, and that will bring Reston Krishneski, hit into an error his first time up. He's 0 for 1. The kick, the pitch. High and tight, spins him out. 1-0. That one's going to be hit in the air. Decora coming in, settling under. Can't make the catch. The run will score. Second time today, Reston Krishneski has reached on the error. And A.J. Gooden will come to the plate. 5-0 Raiders. Old adage, good things happen when you put the ball in play. The pitch. That one's going to be chopped on the ground. 2 second, that's going to be bobbled, and they will not have a play. Gooden will reach. That is the 4th error committed by Lakeland. Raiders still only have 2 hits. Nick Krause at the plate struck out his last time up. First pitch. Catches the outside corner, first strike, 0-1.
You're doing the job out there, 6.
That's been the problem. I think it's been part of the problem for Max Coyer, the pitch. Fouled back, quickly 0-2. 4 errors have really forced him. And, I mean, really you have 5. The 4 errors, then you had that tough play at first. The really extended innings, the pitch. That one's going to be hit on the line. That's going to come in, that's going to drop. They're going to have to put the brakes on Krishneski at third. Now the ball pops away, a run will score. So that will be a single. Everybody moves up. And everybody home on the error. As Ace Arndt will come to the plate. First pitch. Off the outside, popping away. 1-0. 6-0 Raiders. That one's going to be hit in the air, center field. Playable, the catch is made, and that will end the inning. Raiders get 3 more. 6-0 Raiders as we go to the top of the third. Jan Gaylor Stella, 9-1-2, due up for the Lakeland Thunderbirds when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. Coyer's been charged for 6 runs, only 1 of them earned, as the Raiders have benefited from 5 Lakeland errors. They lead 6-0 going to the top of the third. Cooper Jan, Benny Gaylor, Jack Stella due up here against Reston Krishneski. So Cooper Jan will bat. First pitch to him. Bonchon lays it down. It's a good one. Pick, throw to first is in time. Nice play there from behind the plate by Andrew Mann. 2-3 on the putout. First out of the inning. And that'll bring us back top of the order. And Benny Gaylor struck out swinging his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Krishneski the kick, the pitch. Bounces that one in the dirt, 1-0. The wind, the pitch. Goes around, 1-1. The kick coming back. Just misses the outside corner, 2-1. Misses that outside corner again, 3-1. Catches the zone. Full count. The pitch. Drops that one in. Strike three looking. They need to complete the strikeout. Throw to first is in time. Two down. And that'll bring Jack Stella to the plate. He singled his last time up. He is 1 for 1. Kick the pitch. Catches the low outside corner for a strike, 0-1. The line. The pitch. Just misses that outside corner, 1-1. The pitch. Little chopper on the ground. This is going to be a tough play at third. Pick, throw. Gets past. He's going to stay put. That'll be an error on the Raiders. So 2 outs. And that'll bring Drew Warren to the plate. Walked his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Stella stole a base his first time on. See if he is going here. The pitch. High for a ball. Man thought about throwing behind. Pickoff play at first. Stella back in safely. Sets. The pitch. Runner goes. Chow, little roller on the ground to short. Picked there by Wojcik. Throw to first in time. And that'll end the inning. The error is left stranded. We go to the bottom of the third. It will be Schilling, Man, Wojcik, 8-9-1 due up for the Raiders when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
At Clitter Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clitter Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clitter Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clitter Insurance.
Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the third. Raiders lead 6-0. They will send Broden Schilling, Andrew Mann, Will Wojcik to the plate. As he said, Raiders with just the one earned run that they've been able to push across. Everything else has been unearned. Broden Schilling flew out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Raiders would love to expand on this lead. They kick the pitch. High for a ball, 1-0. They could get out of this, out of the game early, only having to use one pitcher. The pitch. Catches the zone for a strike, 1-1. They kick the pitch. Popped up. On the infield. Drifting back into foul territory. Coming back over. The ball's going to drop in fair. They do get somebody to second, but that ball is going to drop. And nobody touched it, so that's a base hit. Broden Schilling will reach on the single. And that'll bring Andrew Mann to the plate. A walk his last time up. He's 0 for 0. Sets the pitch. Catches the zone for a strike, 0-1. Time called. An issue with Coyer's glove. Wind must be a little bit higher up over the trees because the flag is next to us is just a bang. It's wrapped around the flagpole. Sets the pitch. That one chopped on the ground. That's going to go through the wickets, a base hit. Schilling is going to turn. He'll take a big turn at second, but he's going to stay put. That one will be an error. So Anderson will courtesy run this time. No, it is Ingersoll. Sometimes I have to just wait and trust my eyes. So Carson Ingersoll, and it comes back up to Will Wojcik, 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Sets the pitch. Bunt shown, taken high. 1-0. Raiders leading 9-2, top 7 over in Stevens Point against Pacelli on the softball diamond. The pitch. Off high for a ball, I should say, 2-0. We're looking at that. We're going to check in see if the Thunderbirds are playing. Pickoff play behind the runner at first. Misses the outside corner. 3-0. High ball 4 popping away. Bases are loaded. Nobody out. As Ryder Krishneski will come to the plate. No, they are off today. And that is going to be it for Max Coyer. Pitching change being made here. We're going to step aside. We'll fill you in on all the details when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
So just a straight swap here. Tyrone Moore comes out of the dugout. He will take over on the mound. Max Coyer will head to the bench. The tentative lineup, Max Coyer goes 2, gives up 6 runs, just the 1 earned, 4 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, but he was the victim of 6 Lakeland errors. So bases loaded, nobody out. So a big jam here for Ryder Krishneski. Everybody, corners come in. They'll take the double. They'll give up a run for the double play. Misses for a ball, 1-0. Sets. The pitch. Misses the inside corner for a ball, 2-0. The pitch. Inside, hits the helmet. And that will push a run across. Krishneski takes his base. Yeah, they say he's all right. Hayden Strebig will come to the plate. Krishneski takes his lead. The pitch. Misses the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. The wind, the pitch. Catches the knees for a strike, 1-1. That one's going to be hit on the ground. That's going to find its way through a base hit. 1 run across. They will send Wojcik. He will score 2 RBI single for Hayden Strebig. Still nobody out in the inning, as Reston Krishneski will come to the plate, reach on an error twice. Catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. Look back. The pitch. Little chopper on the ground. Foul. Past third. 0-2. (14-2) Raiders leading Pacelli now on the softball diamond. So barring a insane comeback in the bottom of the 7th, Raiders softball will go to 5-0. Raider baseball looking to go to 2-0 here. They lead 9-0. We're in the 3rd. The pitch. Catches the inside corner. Strike 3 looking. First out of the inning. Krishneski didn't agree. And A.J. Gooden will come to the plate. A single and an error. He is 1 for 2. The pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Center field. Drifting back. The catch is made. Krishneski's going to tag. He will be in standing at 3rd. So So 2 down now, first and third. Might be a time to try something here. As Nick Krause will take in 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. The pitch. Popped up on the infield. Drifting in. Back. It's going to drop in. The run is going to score. I think he lost it in the sun. Worst part is, by the rule, that's a single. Ace Arndt will come to the plate. Walking a flyout. He's 0 for 1. The pitch. Catches the corner for a strike. 0 and 1. The pitch. Off the outside for a ball. 1 and 1. Tyrone Moore will come set. The pitch. High and off the outside for a ball. 2 and 1. Sets. The pitch. That one's going to be hit on the line. Center fired up the middle. Karch was leaning towards second to hold on the runner. He's there to make the catch, and that'll end the inning. But Raiders push across 4. 10-0 as we go to the top of the 4th. Karch, Gray Ives, Dowd due up 4-5-6 when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Looking to harness the power of the sun and save on your energy costs? With Marshfield Medical Center Credit Union Solar Loan, you can go solar without the burden of paying interest on the full amount from the start. Here's how it works. Instead of financing everything up front, we disperse loans when requested by your solar installer. If you're waiting on your installer, you won't pay interest during the wait. By taking advantage of this flexible payment option, you could save on unnecessary interest charges. Visit mmccu.com/solar to learn more today.
Gabe Karch, who just made the good play in the field, he will lead things off. First pitch to him is hit in the air. Back of second, catch is made. Ryder Krishneski gets to that one. First out of the inning. Next up, Landon Gray Ives struck out looking his first time up. He's 0 for 1. The kick, the pitch. Spikes that one in the dirt, 1-0. The kick, the pitch. That one comes right towards us. 1-1. The wind. The pitch. That's going to be hit on a line. This might be trouble. That's going to get down in the gap for a base hit. Cut off. They're going to try and get him to second. Throw is there, and he is out. Great throw from Hayden Strebe. Cuts Gray Ives down at second. He will get credit for the single. 8-6 on the putout. 2 down. That'll bring Justin Dowd to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time up. The pitch. High for a ball, 1-0. That is 50 pitches now for Reston Krishneski. The wind, the pitch. Just missing for a ball, 2-0. The shadows starting to drift onto the field as that one is spiked, 3-0. Got a ramp on the screen, get it to censor from a different spot. The wind, the pitch. Misses, ball 4. So a 2-out walk keeps the inning alive. And that will bring this is Ty Morales batting. So Ty Morales will hit here. His first at bat of the game. The pitch. High and tight for a ball. 1-0. Raider softball gets the win, 14-2. They move to 5-0. The pitch. Cross for a strike. Man thought about throwing to first. Wasn't there. Krishneski sets. The pitch. Low and in the dirt. 2-1. Long look in. Time called. Krishneski in his wind up. Now he steps off to get in the stretch. Sets the pitch. Misses low for a ball. 3-1. Krishneski having a little trouble finding the zone right now. Sets the pitch. Fouled back. Full count, 2 outs. Dowd will be off on the pitch. Sets the pitch. Low and in the dirt. Ball 4. Back-to-back 2-out walks. Puts 2 on. And that will bring Max. Excuse me, that will not be Max Coyer. That will be Tyrone Moore batting. For some reason, didn't update the lineup there. The pitch. In the zone for a strike. 0-1. Sets the pitch. In the dirt. 1-1. Krishneski will come set. The pitch. Off the outside, gets past. Runners will advance. The wind, the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2. He was swinging for Merrill on that one. Krishneski into his wind. The pitch. Just misses the outside corner. Full count. Krishneski into his wind. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. Couple 2-out walks. Our left stranded. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Schilling, Mann, Wojcik. 8-9-1 due up for the Raiders when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Do you know that nearly 3/4 of teens feel uncertain about their personal finances, yet a whopping 73% have expressed a strong desire to learn more? At MMCCU, we're thrilled to announce our new partnership with Greenlight, a financial tool designed for kids and teens. Give your kids the confidence they need for a secure financial future. Enroll them in the Greenlight platform for free today. Enjoy features like parental controls, engaging educational tools, and a safe space for learning about saving, spending, and earning money. Empower your child with financial wisdom. Sign up for a free Greenlight account today.
Nothing Medford. Did get one score across from earlier today in the GNC. The Rhinelander, I believe it was Rhinelander getting the win over Anago. Yes, it was. Rhinelander beat Anago 4-2 in their season opener. They played that in Wisconsin Rapids today. Raiders looking for a couple go-home insurance runs here. Lakeland will send 9-1-2 in the top of the 5th, looking to keep this game going. But Broden Schilling will dig in. A fly out and a single. He's 1 for 2 today. Wind in the pitch. Big cut and a miss, strike 1. The wind, the pitch. Tipped, foul. 0-2. Moore into his slow wind in the pitch. That one's going to be chopped foul. Past third. Stays 0-2. And we're going to see some action in the Raider bullpen. Looks like that might be Connor Anderson getting some warm-up tosses in. Behind Schilling. 1-2. The kick, the pitch. Low for a ball, 2-2. No, the Raiders would love an insurance run or two. Just give them some flexibility in that top of the 5th. The wind, the pitch. High, full count. The kick, the pitch. Goes around, ball pops away. Schilling digging for first, and he will be in safe. So that will go in as a strikeout for more. And that will bring Andrew Mann to the plate. Walk and reach on an error. He is 0 for 1. That is Connor Anderson getting warmed up for the Raiders. The pitch. Off the inside for a ball, 1-0. Looking around. The pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Left field. Drifting back. The catch is made. Ty Morales does get to that one. First out of the inning. Bring us back top of the order, and Will Wojcik. Walk, single, walk. He is 1 for 1 today. Morales. Pickoff play at first. Nothing doing. Looking in. The pitch. Off the outside. 1-0. Sets. Fouled back. 1-1. Moore takes his time. The pitch. That one's going to be hit on a line. That's going to get through a base hit. Schilling is going to turn. He will stay at second. 2 walks, 2 singles for Will Wojcik today. He's had a good day at the plate. And that will bring Ryder Krishneski to the plate. Strikeout, flyout, hit by pitch. He's over 2. He's had the opposite of that kind of day at the plate. The pitch. That one's going to be hit on the ground up the middle. Picked by Gray Ives. Second one. So the fielder's choice goes 6-4. That was all they were going to get. First and third with 2 outs now. Hayden Strebig will come to the plate. Reach on an error, struck out in a single, 1 for 3 today. Love to get Schilling in from third here. Sets. The pitch. In the dirt. Pops away, not far enough. 1-0. And we need to do a little housekeeping. Lakeland will have 9-1-2 in the top of the 5th. As of right now, they'll need just 1. Should say that does move Krishneski, as that one's going to be fouled back. 1-1. More. Into his wind. The pitch. High and off the outside for a ball. 2-1. More. Into his wind, the pitch. Low for a ball, 3-1. More. Climbs back up on the mound. The wind, the pitch. Ball 4. Strebig draws the walk, 2 outs, bases loaded for Reston Krishneski. Reach on an error, struck out. He is 0 for 3. So more will work from the wind. The kick, the pitch. Popped, foul and out of play. 0-1. That heads into the parking lot. If you're coming out to any of the ball games this week, you want to make sure your car insurance is all up to date. Clinton Insurance in Medford can help you with that, along with all your other insurance needs. Check them out online, ClintonInsurance.com. The kick, the pitch. High and tight, spins Krishneski out 1-1. More. Into his wind, the pitch. Fouled back into the parking lot again. One and 2. More. Looking in, the wind and the pitch. Chopper on the ground. Too short. Go to second, throw it past. 1 run will score. They will send Krishneski. He will score. That's going to be an error. So get the 2 insurance runs on the 7th error by Lakeland. And that will bring Connor Anderson pinch hitting here. The pitch. High for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. Low and in the dirt, pops away. Both runners will advance. Two 2-0. The wind. The pitch. Hit him. Bases loaded again with 2 outs. And that will bring Nick Krause to the plate. 2 for 3. Couple singles and a strikeout. More. Looks in, the wind, and the first pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Back of second. Slips, still able to make the catch. Nice recovery by Gray Ives, and that will end the inning. Raiders do get a couple. We had 2 at the top of the 5th. Jan, Gaylor, Stella due up. Lakeland needs 3 to force the bottom of the 5th. See if they can do it when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Do you know that nearly 3/4 of teens feel uncertain about their personal finances? Yet a whopping 73% have expressed a strong desire to learn more. At MMCCU, we're thrilled to announce our new partnership with Greenlight, a financial tool designed for kids and teens. Give your kids the confidence they need for a secure financial future. Enroll them in the Greenlight platform for free today. Enjoy features like parental controls, engaging educational tools, and a safe space for learning about saving, spending, and earning money. Empower your child with financial wisdom. Sign up for a free Greenlight account today.
RVA has helped me learn by giving me more hands-on activities.
I can watch his writing develop. He has confidence to ask questions of his teachers if he doesn't understand. He's composing his own schedule, which is a lot like what a young adult is going to need to learn how to do, and he's learning that at 11.
My favorite part about being in the RVA is all the amazing clubs. I get on some clubs and then I realize that there are so many people like me.
Clinner Insurance of Northern Wisconsin is your qualified, experienced team for custom insurance packages for your vehicle, your home, and your family. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your family is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Jake Reed will pinch hit here for Cooper Jan. First pitch to him is low for a ball, 1-0. 12-0 Raiders. Connor Anderson stays into play first. Swing and a miss. 1-1. The wind, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. 1-2. One other score around the GNC. Mosinee leading Tomahawk 6-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. First out of the inning. One down, and that'll bring Benny Gaylor to the plate. Strikeout and a strikeout, 0 for 2. The wind, the pitch. High for a ball, 1-0. Misses the outside corner for a ball, 2-0. The kick, the pitch. In the zone for a strike, 2-1. The kick, the pitch. That one's going to be nubbed off the end of the bat. It's going to die. Toss, it's going to be played. It'll be 3-4 on the putout. Nice job there by Ryder Krishneski coming over to make the play. Second out of the inning. 2 down, and that'll bring Jack Stella to the plate. A single and reached on an error. He is 1 for 2. The wind, the pitch. Misses low for a ball, 1-0. That's going to be hit in the air. Deep, settling under it. The catch is made, and that will do it. The Medford Raiders get the win, 12-0 in 5. We will take a look at the stats here right now, starting with the Lakeland Thunderbirds. Look at a couple of the offensive highlights. Jack Stella, 1 for 3 with a single. Landon Gray Eyes, 1 for 2 with a single. Just the 2 hits for Lakeland. Max Coyer got the start. He went 2, gave up 8 runs, only 2 earned. 4 hits, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. Tyrone Moore went the final 2, gave up 4 runs, 2 earned, 3 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. On to the Medford Raiders. Will Wojcik, 2 for 2, 2 singles, 3 runs scored, an RBI, 2 walks and a stolen base. Ryder Krishneski 0 for 3 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. He was hit by a pitch. Hayden Strebig 1 for 3 with a single, 2 RBIs, a run scored. Reston Krishneski 0 for 4 with 2 runs scored. He stole a base. AJ Gooden 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. He stole a base. Nick Krause 2 for 4, 2 singles and an RBI. Ace Arndt 0 for 2 with a walk. Broden Schilling 1 for 3 with a single, 2 runs scored. Andrew Mann 0 for 2 with a walk. Carson Ingersoll scored 2 runs as the courtesy runner for Andrew Mann. Pitching, Reston Krishneski goes 5, does not give up a run. 2 hits, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. That's going to wrap things up for us here tonight. We are back on the air tomorrow at 10 a.m. for a big matchup, top 10 matchup in D4 to start the day. That is the number 6 Rib Lake Redmen taking on the number 2 ranked DeSoto Pirates. Then we'll have Rib Lake and Wazeeka Steuben after that, and then DeSoto Wazeeka Steuben to wrap up the day. So make sure to tune in for all 3 of those. If you're looking for some baseball to watch tomorrow, we will have an interview with our player of the game, Reston Krishneski, coming up here. That will be in the highlight later tonight, so make sure to check that out. Want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight. I'm Steve Ockenick, Sports on Focus. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We will see you all